Hello and welcome to the Mike Less Farmhand Mike YouTube channel, bringing you some of the biggest and best variety and definitely the most versatile farming content on social media today. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Farmhand Mike. Hey everyone, I am back for another video and I just wanted to share with you some of the missed opportunities I had in 2022. Sometimes when I go out to an area and I'm working and want to do a video shoot, the weather doesn't cooperate, something else comes into play, and I don't get the video what we had plans on shooting. So I'm going to share some of those tractors with you, and we're going to start out here. I'm in southern New Jersey. Now this tractor has made appearances on my YouTube channel before, pulling a Landau disc ripper, but when I was here this time, the farm was chopping triticale, and they were busy with that. But anyways, their versatile Delta Track 570 is hooked to an Orthman 1 tripper strip till bar. So they run this ahead of their corn planter, so they're planting 20-inch rows here. This strip till bar works a spot or the row where the planter is going to go, and then they're carrying their fertilizer up front, as you can see with the tanks. Now they have the fertilizer tanks mounted on their silage blade bracket, which works out pretty good. They can take them off and then go back to pushing silage when they need to. I may have missed filming all this in 2022. But you never know what could happen in the future here. So let's just take a fly around it. I'm just flying around it with my drone here to show off this tractor and Orthman 1 tripper. This tractor here was sold by AgCom out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Now notice this tractor does have a 3-point hitch on it, which is an option on a versatile Delta Track. You just don't see a lot of them. So we'll see what happens in the future here. Second up, we head out to Cullum, North Dakota. That's spelled K-U-L-M at Cullum Service, which is a versatile dealer in that area. These guys had a very wet spring out here in 2022. You can see the water out there in the field in the background. But this new versatile 620 tractor had showed up on one of my visits in May. They had it hooked to this versatile Fury high-speed disc. We was hoping for drier weather when I was out here. It just didn't work out. So we're just going to fly around it and take a look at it. Probably the most notable visual change on the 2022 versatile models is the black frame that you see on this 620. Now look at these two tractors over here. These are older models. They have the red frame. That's one of the biggest changes. Of course, the hydraulics were laid out different, a little more torque on the engine, a little more horsepower, stuff like that. Now, a few days after I left here, I did get to film a new 620 out in the western part of North Dakota, pulling a Burgo air seeder. That video has already been posted to my channel, so if you've not seen that, if you go back to my videos from last spring, you should be able to find that. When I was out traveling working in North Dakota in 2021, they was in a pretty severe drought. However, winter come, they got some good snow, and then spring 2022 come, they started getting rain on top of the snow melt and everything like that, and it did delay a lot of guys throughout the state getting in the field. But you never know, I might be able to catch up with this in spring of 2023. And next we head out to Malta, Montana, where we see this versatile 175 tractor and loader hooked to a right-way land roller. I was out in this area in mid-May for the weekend and was planning on filming a couple versatile Delta Tracks and air seeders over in the Scobie, Montana area. However, they desperately needed the rain and they got 3 to 4 inches of rain right before I got here. So I was looking for things to do. I made it over here to Malta area on this versatile 175 tractor. However, they got a little bit of rain, not as much as Scobie did, but it was enough that they couldn't run. So I just popped the drone up in the air. The farmer was nice enough to bring me out to the field, take a look at it, and we're just going to show this machinery off for the video. Since I was out here over the weekend, my travels took me farther west where it was extremely dry. However, it was so dry and such a nice spring that everybody was pretty well done out in that area when I got out to Havre, Cut Bank, and so forth. And what would a trip to western Montana be if I didn't stop by Big Equipment in Havre, Montana? Now, I did get a couple video opportunities in this area, but I took a few pictures while I was at Big Equipment here, and look what was parked out front. Anyways, it was pretty cool to drive through here, check everything out, and then I moved on out to the field to get some farming action. But if you like to look at tractors and farm equipment like I do, Big Equipment has a pretty good mix of everything. And then here's a couple random pictures I got while I was going out to the field. So I will have a couple videos coming to my channel yet of a Steiger Lion and an older Big Bud. I have not edited those videos yet, but I did get a couple video shoots while I was out here. This is one of them. This tractor here was parked alongside the road. I was filming in the area. I was hoping the guy would come by. I never did see him, but from the road, I popped my drone up in the air and just took a picture of this old Versatile 895 tractor in this air seeder. Hey everyone, I am out in western Montana, not very far from the mountains, and I stopped by this farm that's got this awesome lineup of 3 Versatile Delta tracks, and we're going to check them out here. Now, this farm is all done seeding for spring 2022, but anyways, let's just take a look at the equipment. They got some awesome stuff here, and enjoy. I've been by this farm so many times over the years. If you're ever going out to Glacier National Park in Montana and you're coming from the Cut Bank area heading over towards Browning to come into the park on the east side, you're going to go by these guys. They're right on the main drag. And I did get to finally meet the owners here. Very, very nice people. They was out checking crops. Now, normally they still would be seeding here in mid-May, but this year it's been so dry out here that they had no weather delays. They was able to just, once they got in the field, just keep going and get everything done. But hey, they got all their equipment lined up here, so let's take a look at it. They got the 3 550 Delta tracks here. Now the first one up on the Brant Harrow, that has got the new paint scheme, so that's a 2017 model or newer. And then the other 2 tractors are older than that, just a little bit, with the white roof here. They're both hooked to the air seeders, as you see here. Here's a couple pictures I took in August of 2021 of this very same farm. You know, my daughter was working out at Glacier National Park for the summer of 21, so we were out there several times to visit, and right along the road, they were in the middle of harvest and they got a rain delay. I bet they sure wish they could get some of that rain right now. I actually would have had time to film them, but with rain, it didn't work out. Anyways, let's fly back over the farm, take a look at the Versatiles, the air seeders, the Harrow, and so forth. And yes, you can see the mountains clear in the background there. That's back towards Glacier National Park. There's still snow up top. And last but not least, in their Versatile lineup, they have this Ford Versatile 9030 bidirectional tractor. Now, I've been by here before when they were doing harvest and so forth and see this tractor hooked to a grain auger. So anyways, I did have a good conversation with the owner here, and hopefully it works out. I get back in this area when they're actually in the field for another video opportunity of all this equipment in action. Now, here's an opportunity I missed. I wanted a seeding video so bad with the mountains in the background like you see here. I saw this tractor and air seeder parked alongside the road, so I stopped, popped my drone up in the air, took a picture. I could hear the tractor running. Well, I posted this picture on my Instagram after I left. I was probably here maybe 5 minutes total, parked alongside the road. And when I posted this picture on my social media, the owner of this tractor actually seen it and messaged me. And apparently I just missed them. They pulled the tractor and the seeder in here. They left it running. They ran back to the farm to get some seed. So I just missed them by a few minutes. Anyways, maybe I'll catch this another time. Now, my next missed opportunity that you're going to see here comes to us from Sherwood, North Dakota. It was just too wet out here for these guys to get in the field. They were just a day or two away. They was really hoping they was going to be able to run when I got out here, but it was just very, very questionable. They were getting everything ready. They thought maybe the very next day they'd be running, but you can see water standing in the background in some of these fields and so forth, so I don't know if they ever got to or not. I never heard back, so I'm assuming not, but I had to go other places. First up is their versatile 570 tractor on LSW tires, and it's hooked to a Gates Magnum harrow. These harrows are not a tool you have to run real deep, but if they run this ahead of the seeder, it can kind of break up that ground, help the sun and the air get to it, and dry it out a little faster. This tractor was sold by Dakota Truck and Farm out of Minot, North Dakota. Also at this farm, they have a versatile 610 Delta Track you see here. Now, I was really bummed. I would have loved to film this. It just didn't work out. Everything matches here. Their 610 Delta Track is hooked to a Vatterstad or Seed Hawk hoe drill and a 980 seed cart with a liquid fertilizer tank behind there. That is quite a rig, and everything matches up pretty nice. While I was here, they was filling the seeder. They was getting everything calibrated in hopes that they would be in the field the next day or two. And since I didn't get to film it in the field, the next best thing I can do is just fly my drone over it and show you this setup. They did move the 570 and the Harrow to the field they thought was going to be the driest, hopefully to get started. They were going to check it. If it was dry enough, they were going to run. Obviously, that didn't happen. But hey, I got some footage of this tractor and Harrow going down the road. And here's another tractor and planter I had lined up to film for the spring of 2022. This versatile 550 Delta Trek and this Fendt Momentum 36-row planter is from a farm up in Bottineau, North Dakota. Now, I have filmed this tractor before on a Kinsey grain cart as he was combining wheat with his Lexion combine. I did post that video a few years ago. The tractor did not have the tanks on it. This would have been a really cool video, but he was actually planting the night before and a big rainstorm blew up and rained him out, so I missed this opportunity here. But hey, let's take a look at it. It's not every day you see a versatile Delta Trek with these tanks mounted on it hooked to a Momentum planter. This is a 36-row planter on 20-inch row spacing. Definitely comment below on what you think of this tractor and these tanks and this planter. I think it's a pretty cool looking setup. Hopefully get back here another day to film this. This tractor here was sold out of D&L Equipment out of Kensett, Iowa. This setup here would make a nice 1/64 scale custom build. I believe those are 500-gallon tanks per track unit, so an extra 2,000 gallons of liquid he's able to carry through the field. At the end of May, I traveled down to Bishop, Texas to Bishop Farm Equipment. We were going to do a demo comparing the Versatile Fury high-speed disc next to John Deere's high-speed disc. Had a very, very good turnout. This area was in a severe drought here, and most of their crop was probably not going to make it. But all you got to do is set up a tillage demo, and here comes the rain. So we were rained out to actually get in the field, but like I said, we had a good turnout. The crops are in very poor condition here. It's my understanding a lot of this is probably not even going to be harvested. Now, that's the opportunities I missed for 2022 that I thought I was going to film that didn't get to, but I still have a lot of content that I did film that I don't have edited yet. So I have a lot of content to take us up to spring planting of 23. So stay tuned for many corn silage videos, harvest videos, got some wheat harvest videos from last summer to get done. So I will have still good content and videos coming to my YouTube channel, so check back often. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope everyone had a good 2022 and want to wish everybody a happy new year for 2023. Anyways, feel free to hit that like button and comment below. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please go down there and hit subscribe. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing, you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Farmhand Mike. As always, thank you for watching and supporting my social media.